Hello, Bonnie Eagle Middle School. This is Mr. Harris, principal.
And Little Oyster assistant principal.
It's been a while since we vlogged, and we wanted to make sure that we got one out here these days. And first thing we want to talk about today is the fact that masking is now optional inside 6 buildings. So I may choose to wear one, or I may choose not to wear one, Mr. Oyster.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah, and we support whatever choice you make. So my choice today is to not wear a mask.
And I'm going to join you in that.
Well, thank you, friend.
No problem.
Other things we want to talk about is most of our families received a letter via email on Thursday, and that email just talked about us trying to reset our norms around electronics. And so that norm is what, Mr. Oyster?
Well, cell phones and AirPods mostly is what we're going to be focusing on, but all the electronics, there's all kinds of other things. In your kid's backpack, they don't need to have them out. We're seeing kids sneak into the bathroom and text and Snapchat, and the AirPods are getting lost or stolen or becoming a problem. We don't, it's a distraction to learning no matter what. Those AirPods can only connect to the phones, and we don't know what's coming out of them. We're gonna keep them put away.
And so phones were away and in pockets, but we found that they still stayed on. Kids still got text messages on their Apple Watches. I don't have an Apple Watch, I just have a Fitbit, but still the Apple Watches would get their text messages. They'd know to go to the bathrooms. There was even some weird things on Instagram about like shoes and bathrooms and stuff. We just don't need those distractions. It leads to weird and strange things. So please keep electronics off and in backpacks or lockers. That's our rule. Thank you so much. Spring sports signups are happening.
Spring sports signups are happening. The snow's melting. It was a beautiful day today. You can almost imagine spring sports happening.
Yeah, it's feeling a little bit like spring as we record this, and I like it.
Me too.
Yeah. Other things, as spring starts to spring, or spring has sprung, we would like to just remind everybody of our dress code. In the email that went out today, it was a link to the family handbook. So check out the family handbook on what is appropriate attire for school. That would be super helpful for everybody, boys and girls, here at Bonnie Eagle Middle School. One thing, Mr. Oyster, that we've gotten like 6 or 7 phone calls over the past couple of weeks, just to put it out there to our community, there are not litter boxes in our bathrooms at Bonnie Eagle Middle School. That seems to be an urban legend. You can look it up on Snopes. Snopes, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Snoop's a rapper.
Snoop's a rapper. I don't know my rap. I'm not much of a rapper. But that is fake news. Look it up yourself. It appears that it started somewhere in Michigan as a joke, and it had kind of taken off from there. So, by all means, Bonnie Eagle Middle School does not have litter boxes in our bathrooms.
But what we do have are lots and lots and lots of books. And I'm sure you have books at home. We're going to have a big push this month in honor of March Madness. We're calling it that. I hope that's not copyrighted. It probably is.
Oh boy.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But we're going to be celebrating reading all month long. We're going to have different activities, different drawings, different ways to just enjoy a good book and really nurture that love. Students
will be starting their day reading during Positivity Project for a week or so, watching some book trailers. That would be they're pretty awesome book trailers out there. As parents, if you haven't Googled book trailers, check some out. It's exciting to see what some young adult literature has out there to kind of entice us to read those stories. And I like reading young adult literature mostly because they're quick and easy reads, but it's quick to the plot, and I like that. We are planning a dance for 8th graders at the end of the year. That's kind of going to be our big send-off. More information will be coming out that. We've got couple months to plan that, so we'll be working on that. But our 8th graders haven't had the opportunity to have a dance with 7th and 8th grade, so we're going to do just a special dance for 8th graders at the end of the year. Other things, Mr. Oyster?
I mean, again, we're excited for spring, and we're glad to be talking to you without our masks on, and let's end the year on a high note.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Enjoy
Bye.
the vlog. Bye.